Atheism originated as Charvaka or Barhaspatya sutras in Vedas. Atheism or irreligion in ancient Hinduism, dharma, was proposed by Brihaspati, the guru of devas. Vedas included this path of materialism as one of the ways of life. When Vedas were segregated by Vyasa, these principles known as Barhaspatya Sutras, a patronymic of Brihaspati, were part of Rig Veda. There is no rishi by the name Charvaka, but it is another name of Brihaspati. Chara means agreeable and pleasant, Vak means speech. It was also called Lokayata because it was prevalent ayata among the people, lokeshu, and meant the world outlook of the people. Meaning of Lokayata signifies directed towards, aiming at the world. Most of the primary literature of Barhaspatya Sutras are lost. They were removed from Rig Veda at later periods after Buddhism evolved, as Buddhism at that stage was against Vedic tradition, and seers like Adi Shankaracharya tried to protect Vedic culture by separating all non-believing traditions out of it. At later stages, more Charvaka principles were added from different Shastras, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Buddhist and Jain preachings. Charvaka epistemology states that whenever one infers a truth from a set of observations or truths, one must acknowledge doubt. Inferred knowledge is conditional. It is the first atheist school in ancient India. The name Lokayata is found in Chanakya's Arthashastra, which refers to three anvikshikis, literally examining by reason logical philosophies, Yoga, Sankhya and Lokayata. However, Lokayata in the Arthashastra is not anti-Vedic but implies Lokayata to be part of Vedic lore. Lokayata here refers to logic or science of debate, disputation, criticism. In Jaina literature, Saddharasana Samuchaya by Haribhadra, Lokayata is stated to be the Hindu school where there is no God, no samsara, rebirth, no karma, no duty, no fruits of merit, no sin. Buddhist Sanskrit text Divyavadana mentions Lokayata where it is listed among subjects of study and with the sense of technical logical science. Shantarakshita and Adi Shankara use the word Lokayata to mean materialism. Few Charvaka atheistic doctrines can be traced to the relatively later composed layers of the Rig Veda. Ajita Shambali was an ancient Indian philosopher who was known to be the forerunner to the Charvaka school. Lokayata also meant skepticism, and its methodology of skepticism is included in the Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, chapter 108, where Jabali tries to persuade Rama to accept the kingdom by using nāstika, atheistic arguments, and Rama refutes him in chapter 109. Charvaka's epistemological argument can be explained with the example of fire and smoke. Kamal states that when there is smoke, one's tendency may be to leap to the conclusion that it must be caused by fire. While this is often true, it need not be universally true, everywhere or all the times, stated the Charvaka scholars. Smoke can have other causes. A character described as a Charvaka briefly appears in the Mahabharata in the Shanti Parva. As Yudhishthira enters the city of Hastinapur, a Brahmin referred to as Charvaka accuses him of killing his own kinsman and says that he would suffer for it. The accuser is revealed to be a Rakshasa in disguise who was a friend of Duryodhana. He had existed since the Krita Yuga by virtue of a boon from God Brahma that he could only be killed when he is showing contempt towards Brahmins. He was promptly killed by other Brahmins by the chanting of sacred hymns, and Yudhishthira was assured that his actions were within the Kshatriya code. This event may be a possible denigration of the Charvaka philosophy. In the 9th century Common Era, Jain philosopher Jinasena wrote the Mahapurana. The book contains the following often quoted words. Some foolish men declare that the Creator made the world. The doctrine that the world was created is ill-advised and should be rejected. If God created the world, where was He before creation? If you say He was transcendent then and needed no support, where is He now? This quote was also featured later in Carl Sagan's book Cosmos. In the 14th century, philosopher Madhvacharya wrote the Sarva Darshana Sangraha, which is a compilation of all Indian philosophies, including Charvaka, which is described in the first chapter. Apart from Charvaka or Barhaspatya sutras, Sankhya, partially, Mimamsa, meaning exegesis, Ajivika, extinct since 13th century Common Era, are also Indian schools of Atheism or Nāstika. For more details, click on the link in description.